Men and women used to be co-stars in the rom-com of life, but now we seem to be stuck in separate genres, kind of like Bridgerton meets Black Mirror. So what happened? Well, if you've ever wondered why it's so hard to connect in a world that's more connected than ever, stick around to the end. We'll go over everything you need to know. Social media, the love illusion machine. Social media, the highlight reel of everyone's picture-perfect romance. Or is it? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. These platforms sell us fairy tale relationships with flawless filters and couples goals captions. But behind the scenes, it's often more emotional distance than distance makes the heart grow fonder. We're constantly comparing our everyday reality to someone else's curated perfection. And let's face it, your watching Netflix in sweatpants moment can't compete with their sunset proposal in Bali post. This comparison trap creates unrealistic expectations and makes real, raw, imperfect love feel inadequate. On top of that, our online interactions often prioritize emojis over actual emotions. No wonder genuine connection is getting lost in the scroll. Dating apps, swiping right and going nowhere. Welcome to dating in the age of infinite options. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, they've turned romance into a game where everyone's playing but no one seems to win. Sure, the convenience is undeniable. One swipe and you're matched with someone who loves dogs and hiking. But here's the catch. With so many choices, commitment has become harder than solving Wordle in one try. We start treating people like fast food, cheap, quick, and replaceable. On top of that, dating apps are often a completely different experience for men and women. For example, did you know that on average, men have an average match rate of about 1 or 2%, where women, on the other hand, have an average match rate of 30 to 60%? This difference is staggering, and it leads to two completely different opposing problems. Men struggle with the feeling that there is no one in the dating pool that is interested in dating them at all, while women feel overwhelmed by the fact that there is too much interest in them. This leads to the classic paradox of choice. If there are too many options, how do you know that you're making the right decision? The result, a loop of casual chats, ghosting, and surface-level flings. Real intimacy requires time and effort, two things these apps don't exactly encourage. It's quantity over quality, and people are left feeling lonelier than before they downloaded the app. Propaganda and gender roles. Let's talk about the invisible scripts we've been handed. For decades, movies, ads, and pop culture have told us how men and women should behave. Men should be stoic providers, women should be emotional caretakers. Fast forward to today, and we're still dragging these outdated expectations into our modern relationships. This creates confusion. Do you open the door or split the bill? Is vulnerability strength or weakness? With so many mixed messages, people end up performing roles instead of being authentic. The pressure to fit into a cookie-cutter love story leaves little room for real connection, or fun for that matter. It's not just you. Think it's all in your head? Think again. Science has entered the chat. Studies on attachment theory show that many people struggle to connect deeply due to unresolved emotional patterns. Add in stress, tech overload, and blurred gender expectations, and you've got a recipe for emotional disconnect. Neuroscience also tells us that our brains crave intimacy, but the dopamine rush from endless swiping can actually short-circuit real bonding. It's like being fed candy when what you really need is a hearty meal. Metaphorically speaking, of course, though a dinner date wouldn't hurt either. So where do we go from here? We've explored how social media, dating apps, stereotypes, and even science are reshaping how men and women connect, or don't. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step. By understanding what's pulling us apart, we can start building bridges back to each other. It's not about ditching technology or deleting every single app unless you really want to. It's about using these tools with intention, dropping the outdated scripts, and embracing relationships that are real, messy, and meaningful. So if you're ready to stop swiping and start connecting, stick around. Subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because love isn't dead, it's just evolving. And it might need a little help finding its way in the digital age. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.